Morning, everybody, and happy November 23rd. Today, we're going to talk about the last part of The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and the power to choose. Choice implies consciousness, a high degree of consciousness. Without it, you have no choice. Choice begins the moment you disidentify from the mind and its conditioned patterns, the moment you become present. Until you reach that point, you are unconscious, spiritually speaking. This means that you are compelled to think, feel, and act in certain ways according to the conditioning of your mind. Nobody chooses dysfunction, conflict, pain. Nobody chooses insanity. They happen because there is not enough presence in you to dissolve the past, not enough light to dispel the darkness. You are not fully here. You have not quite woken up yet. In the meantime, the conditioned mind is running your life. If you are the one of the many people who have an issue with their parents, or if you still harbor resentment about something they did or did not do, then you still believe they had a choice, that they could have acted differently. It always looks as if people had a choice, but that is an illusion. As long as your mind, with its conditioned patterns, runs your life, as long as you are your mind, what choice do you have? None. You are not even there. The mind identified state is severely dysfunctional. It is a form of insanity. Almost everyone is suffering from this illness in varying degrees. The moment you realize this, there can be no more resentment. How can you resent someone's illness? The only appropriate response is compassion. Only through assessing the power of now, which is your own power, can there be true forgiveness. This renders the past powerless. Then you realize deeply that nothing you ever did or that was ever done to you could touch even the slightest, the radiant essence of who you are. When you surrender to what is and so become fully present, the past ceases to have any power. You do not need any more. Presence is the key. The now is the key. Since resilience is inseparable from the mind, relinquish or of resistance, surrender is the end of the mind as your master, the impostor pretending to be you, the false God. All judgment and all negativity dissolve. The realm of being, which has been obscured by the mind, then opens up. Suddenly, a great stillness arises within you, an unfathomable sense of peace. And within that peace, there is great joy. And within that joy, there is love. And at the innermost core, there is the sacred, the immeasurable, that which cannot be named. It was Bruce Lipton that talks about, and probably Joe Dispenza as well. They both talk about how we live on 95% unconscious mind, like autopilot every day.
Yep.
So, yeah. And then, so I think that's what Eckhart Tolle is talking about, is doing
Yep.
the different, is to become conscious of our choices. Let's take a moment and be grateful. So bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and take a moment to look at all the things you're grateful for. Think about all the things we're grateful for. I know I'm grateful for you. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes if they're not open. Wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving.